Good morning, it is Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. If you're new to the channel or new to these videos, when I say live, I mean you're getting my raw thoughts, my raw emotions. So in other words, this is not a situation where everything's been recorded and then I come back and talk about it and have a nice script and everything like that. Nothing like that. You are seeing everything play out for the very first time. So if you're looking for a professional, well edited and scripted video, this is not going to be for you. If you're looking for a nitty gritty, real life look into what it's like day trading stocks and to be a day trader, then this will be a video for you. A little context, it's also a Friday. So for me, I want to be done at most after 30 minutes. I want to move on with my weekend. I day trade to not trade, meaning I don't want to be chained to my computer all day long. I trade because of the freedom that it brings with it. And, believe it or not, you can make some respectable amounts of money in 30 minutes or less. But again, to be fair, this is live, so maybe I'm going to end up losing money, and that comment won't make any sense. But within the big picture of things, when you do this stuff right, then again, assuming you're doing it right, you're managing risk, all of that, then you will walk away with more money than what you had. But as of now, like I said, that is my personal goal. I just want to be done within 30 minutes. So we'll see what happens with it. Market opens up here in about 5 minutes. All right, so what I want to do here is just get a thought process mapped out here so that you can see everything, again, live, real time. And then also, for those of you that always wonder kind of, hey, Clay, how does your chat room community work? This will give you an example of that. But what I'm watching for from Tesla here is on the open, looking for a break above 426, and then for the price to fall back below where the short-sided trade makes more sense. So again, as I said, on Tesla, on the open, I want to see this number right here go up above 426, and then I want to see that number drop down below it. So in other words, I want the price to show strength and then fall. Now, if you're a brand new trader, wait, why do you want to see the price fall? That is called going short. Being short means you are making money when prices go down. A super bizarre concept the first time you hear it, but yes, as a beginner, believe it or not, you can make money when prices go down, and that's what I'm looking for here on Tesla. If you're not familiar with the screen, you can see Tesla right now down $23, down 5%. So there's a lot of selling pressure out there. But again, I don't know if that will come into play at all. So maybe a new trade plan will develop. But as of right now, that is the ideal setup that I'm looking for out of the opening gates. So let's see, market opens up here in now less than 3 minutes. Quick little update, Tesla, as you can see over here, is just falling more and more now. So looking like that trade plan is ultimately not going to necessarily happen, although it is Tesla, so you don't want to write it off too quick. But as of right now, the price is doing basically the exact opposite that I was hoping to see it do, but we'll see. Market opens up in less than 1 minute. I do want to just point out the new plan here. I made the update here in the room. So update 425, the new level to watch. So instead of 426, now watching 425, and that's the nice thing about the chat room is you can just make edits to things. So just making that real quick as the update. But yeah, 425 is now the level I'm watching, although even as of now, looking like that may not even come into play, but we'll see. And the markets are open. And wow, Tesla just dropping straight down, which brings up the question, could there be a nice long-sided quick scalp above 421.50? I think that's a possibility for a scalp to the upside. So let's see if this thing wants to demonstrate any sorts of signs of strength. In at 421.31. Love this hammer candle here. So all out there for a quick $91. It is a very bearish context with the gap down. That's why I was very, very quick with it. But I mean, $90 in 11 seconds, I'm going to take it. But now definitely watching for potential short-sided trade. And who knows, maybe 425 is going to come into play here. Let's see what happens. Almost 424. Let's see if it can do it. If you do hear typing, that's just me making alerts. Wow. All right. Well, there's almost 425. Well, it actually did get above it by 11 cents, but okay, here we go. Here we go. Let's see what happens here. Waiting for the new candle to start to form. There we go. What is the low of that? Yeah, 425. Let's see this push up. Okay. I will be taking 425 short if it looks like it wants to come back below it. So watching 425 very closely. But who knows? Maybe this is just some sort of massive bounce. Yeah, 425 watching closely. See what it wants to do. In at 425.28. Let's see if we can get the breakdown below 424. So out 50 shares there. Oh, wow, now it's bouncing up on me a little bit here. We'll see if it can work its way back down. But who knows, might end up taking a loss on this trade if this thing just all of a sudden rockets against me here. I want to give it a chance to work, though. Still a lot of downwards pressure out there. So let's see if this thing wants to return back down through 425. So might still be a losing trade here. Yep, looking like it might be. Want to give it a little bit of room here to breathe. See if it wants to come back down. Well, it got its breathing room. If this goes up over 428, I'm out. So I'll use a mental stop. So yeah, this thing is either taking a breath before another surge upwards, or maybe this thing will roll over. So all out. So now I'm up $12 on the day. So that one actually cost me money. And that's what happens, is it went in my favor. I took profits out, but I wanted to still hang on to some shares, because what happens if that thing would have continued to collapse? I mean, that was a great looking setup right there, but it didn't continue to collapse, and maybe it'll come down now. So I'm still interested in it, but you know, I just didn't want to risk any more now from that point. But so that's unfortunate, but you know what? It happens. And sometimes when you let a position try to work for you, it'll ultimately turn around and work its way back upwards. But in many situations, it'll keep working for you and you'll make that much more. But, you know, these situations happen. So, yes, I'm well aware in hindsight, I should have just locked in all my profits down at the lows when I got out below 424. But, you know, that's hindsight for you. I do like 425.75. $426 actually. So let's see what wants to happen. But yeah, I mean, I'm definitely waiting for confirmation, because if this thing is going to continue to grind on upwards, then no thank you. I don't want any part of that. But we'll see if 426 wants to come into play again. So just watching very closely. Gonna get that alerted as Tesla 426 new flush point, 1 minute. But here you go, it's just bouncing and continues to bounce now at this point. Boeing looks interesting at 163.60. 163.60. Flush point, 1 minute. Let's see what's going on with, oh yes, yes sir. 163.60. So if the, see if that wants to potentially break down through. In at 163.61. Let's see if we can get some movement. Whoops. Shame on me. Forgot to change that to, wanted to scale out there. Didn't want to take all 500. But it is what it is. Well, and look at Tesla just continuing to grind. I'll tell you what, me just getting out where I did, I'm glad I did that, or else I would have wiped away all my gains on Tesla. All right, this is 433. Looking to go 50 shares short at 433. Actually, let's do this. Let's look for a fake break. So 434. I mean, this move is crazy right now. And keep in mind, I am looking at other time frames. So this is not the only chart I'm looking at, is what I'm really trying to say. So if it can get up to 434, I will be short 50 shares. Well, with the way it's hesitating, now I need to go up to 435. But I'm wondering if this is finally going to be some sort of top here. Maybe not though. Let's see, 435. Yeah, 435, 50 shares to go short. So 432 looks like a potential area to go short. Just going to do 50 shares. Just in case I'm wrong, only 50 shares will keep my risk much more controlled. But wow. And to think, oh, it was looking so pretty, and it just totally reversed around. It happens. And to be fair, the setup did work. I just chose to let it, there we go, I'm in. Let's see if this thing wants to move. And there we go, out that fast for a quick dollar move in my favor for a quick $50. I get it. Clay, why don't you do 100? That would have been 100. I know. In hindsight, that's exactly what I should have done. 433 though. If it wants to pull back there. Potential entry point. We're 10 minutes in. I'm up $168. Well, I'm not going to take it on this candle now. If this candle wants to stay up above that level, that would be fine with me. But if it drops on this candle here, I'm not willing to take that any longer. So because of that, let's go. What's going on with CC? 14. No, that one's not very volatile at all. Well, for the members, what is that? 1450 flush point, 1 minute. Oh, what's ZM's actually green on the day? This was the morning where it was announced that Trump has coronavirus, so the markets kind of were freaking out a little bit. Although the markets, after the freak out, bounced right out of the opening gate, so that definitely assisted here with Tesla. Now it's really just a question of, as the markets pull back, is this just going to be a little pause and then resume? Or is this or is the panic out there actually truly panic, and now this thing's going to roll back over? So hard to know right now as far as the overall markets. Well, I feel like Boeing might be given another setup here. But 163.85. Maybe even more I hope I've been recording. Let me check real quick. All right, I am recording. Fantastic. $163.80. Do like 163.80. Like I said, it's really just a question. The markets have me a little unknown right now because, like I was just pointing out, is this bounce a truly strong bounce, or is this just a little temporary break before everything rolls back over? Because if it is going to just recover back upwards, it's going to drag Boeing up with it probably. And then if, getting short right here, which technically speaking, I'd already be short based on what I had said, and it would be working, to be fair. But like I said, yeah, the markets right now just have me a little uneasy. But all right, I will go ahead and pause. Oh, Tesla now. Maybe giving that setup again. Yeah, 432, 435. That's $150. That'd be pretty much my entire day though if I was wrong on that one. Now I'm not willing to go back to break even at this point now. Just doing math calculations, just figuring out, if I were to be wrong there, it'd cost me about $150. I'm up 168. So technically speaking, I would still be green. But like I was saying at the beginning, it's Friday. I don't want to go into the weekend being like, man, I was up a good amount in 10 minutes and then I gave it basically all back. So, I'm not willing to do that. But Boeing here, okay. All right, Boeing. 164.50. 164.50. Looks like a potential interesting scalp spot. Right. In other words, I like the likelihood that would work out as a winning trade, just as a scalp though. So not looking for this to like crash down or anything. But I got to see it acting like it actually wants to break down through 164.50. How much time is left in this candle? 3. All right. Well, that setup's not going to play out there because I don't want to take it now on this candle. I want to see how this one consolidates out. I will say this, though. I'm very, very glad I did not take the Boeing where I said, I was kind of thinking about it because right there, that would have been exactly what I was worried about. Just again, it goes back to the SPY right now. Just a lot of uncertainty. I have no idea what it wants to do. So from a market direction standpoint, it's difficult. Very strong bounce out of the opening gates. So maybe the market doesn't care as much about the whole Trump COVID thing as, maybe what people thought in the pre-market. But now it's just consolidating right here. So, is this some sort of just little breath before boom, it continues on up? Or is this going to be just a sideways consolidation where ultimately, the overall context of being bearish is going to press things down? I'm just not quite sure. I really, it's a bizarre situation. So that's why I'm, being more conservative. And again, within the context of just real life, right? My real life is it's Friday. I'm up now $168 after a trade that was a loss, right? That one trade, which turned out to be a loss after a winner. It's discouraging, but I don't mean in the sense of I'm taking my ball and going home. I just mean in the sense of, yeah, that's never fun. That was a great setup and I was well in the green. And if I'd have just taken all 100, I would have been good to go. But how is this setup now looking? 431, yeah, that's still 150. Now, you just can't do it. Even on 50 shares. What would be logical to risk via the chart is it's still going to put me at a risk of giving back pretty much my entire day. And I just don't want to do that. All right, I will pause. Have an order at 102.50 to get short 100 shares. I want more than 100, but this will at least allow me to get my feet wet here. Well, that was the move I was looking for. So going up to 103 now. Again, I would like more than 100 shares, but this will at least allow me to get involved a little bit. But like I said, that was the move I was looking for, and it only went up as high as 102.23. So I was kind of close, within 25 cents-ish. So kind of close, but not really. But even if I was 1 penny close, that still doesn't matter. The trading is not like horseshoes and hand grenades, okay? You got to be right on. So looking like a never mind on this situation. Well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up. It is 9:53, 23 minutes in, up $168 after a pretty nasty trade in Tesla, which, as you saw, it just went totally against me. And I don't know about you. I can only speak for myself, but I'm not sure of many places in the world where you can mess up. But even upon messing up and not having things go completely your way, you can still walk away with $168 in about 20 minutes. So I'm more than happy with that, finishing up even sooner than what I thought was possible. And really, that's, like I said, the name of the game for me is I'm not doing this because I need Rolex watches or because I need fancy cars or anything like that. I'm doing it just because I just don't know many other places in the world where you can make $168 on a Friday in your bathrobe within 20 minutes. So I'm going to wrap things up here and call it good and call it a Friday and just move on with my weekend and go have a good time with my family and everything like that. Have some good plans tonight. Maybe even a boat ride tonight. Not on my boat though. What's the saying? I've already heard the key to having fun with a boat is to know somebody that owns a boat. I think a boat owner told me that. But so for you boat owners out there, is it true? Are boats just a total hassle? I don't know. But anyways, I'm going to wrap things up like I said. Now, if you do enjoy these live trade videos, a couple of final things. A very quick, time-efficient way to communicate that to me. Just hit that like button, and that lets me know, hey, yeah, please keep making these, Clay. And also, comments, questions, suggestions, leave those down below. If you've ever watched any of my past videos, you know I do read and reply to all comments. And then finally, check out the channel as a whole. I know $168 doesn't seem like that much, and that's fine. But I'll say check out the channel. There's a lot of other bigger amounts on the channel. But, sometimes things, it's really that should have been bigger. No, I take that back. It shouldn't have been bigger because the market can do whatever it wants. Tesla can do whatever it wants. And Tesla was a beautiful setup. It was working, but then it stopped working and then bounced in my face, and it is what it is. Well, no, I take that statement back. It is what it is. Let me just put it this way. It could have been a whole lot bigger had Tesla actually behaved like I thought it would behave, but it didn't. And I know I keep stumbling over my words and saying, but like I said, these are live. So I'm watching Teslas thinking, I don't know, should I maybe try to play it here? But no, I tell myself I'm done. It is almost now 30 minutes in. So I'm wrapping things up. So again, hit that like button, comments, questions, suggestions, leave those down below. And hopefully you like what you see enough across the channel to decide to hit that subscribe button, as I'd love you to have it as you're subscribed to the channel. Everybody take care and have a fantastic weekend. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.